World Report is back with the latest in our series, Viewfinder. Here is Voices of the Lost from independent producer Vicki Collins in northern Uganda.
This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long.
That night when I was abducted, they got 3 of us. My elder brother, who was the disabled one, and then the other one whom I followed was 14 by then. So they got us inside and they went straight to me that I should give them some money. I told them that I didn't have some money, and then they forced us to come out of our hut. When we came out, my little brother, who was 14, wanted to run away. When they realized they brought him, they told us we should have to kill him. Then I said, no, I cannot do that. And they said, if you cannot do that, then we are going to kill all of you. And I really had a lot of fear. I thought I would also be killed, and we had to do it. So after my brother was already killed, we went, and then the disabled one was left behind. So as we were moving, we crossed in front of the hut where my mother was sleeping. And when she saw us, she said, really, my children are finished today. And then she fell back on the floor. So they continued moving with us. We were just tied in a chain, and we just continued moving, and I thought I would also be killed.
They came at night, they opened the door, they told me to stand up, I stood up. They told me to go outside. They killed this one, Grace. He refused to run with me.
Was she your best friend?
Yes, he was my friend. When they abducted children, they tied them with ropes. When they tied them with ropes, other parents, they were trying to follow their children. So once you make a mistake to follow your child, you remain there. So other children, they were crying loudly. They were crying with the name of their mother, father. Rebel kills the parents because they were wanted children to go and, they were wanted to go and train children to become their soldiers. As I was moving with them, they divided work among the groups. Groups for killing people is there, group for beating people is there, group for burning houses is there, and other group for abducting children also is there. I was a fear. If even me, I thought those people, they were going to kill me. But according to my feeling, what I was feeling, I said, if these people tell me to kill somebody, me, I was not going to do at all. I said, instead of killing somebody, I will let them to kill me. For me, I was not born to kill somebody.
I had just been taken only 1 month before. When they abducted me from our home, we went straight to Sudan. So reaching there, I was trained only to dismantle and assemble the guns, and also to march and greet the commanders. I was told how this should be done, so we didn't receive serious training. The part you are seeing happened in 1998. That's when I was shot from behind, and then it came out from my stomach. When I was shot, they took me to Juba Hospital in Sudan. I stayed there 2 years in the hospital. The second one happened from the Congo. We went to get some food from the civilians. So normally, from there, we go and loot and raid some food. So when we went, then I was shot by one of the civilians in Congo. So they ran away and left me there. Some of the orders they gave us were to kill. And if you refuse to kill, they will kill you. If they order that you have to beat somebody, you should do it. If you don't, then instead they beat you, and they tell you that you are now inheriting the sin of the one you failed to kill or beat.
For them, if they want to start training you, they first cane you. This is the first step for registration for them, their history. So to start training you, they must cane you and then to disorganize your brain. So what they will teach you, it will be strictly what they're telling you. So they first cane me about 60 stroke, and then I rest for a few minutes, and then they start training me, and they started telling me the history, how to be a rebel from them. That was the first step. They ordered me actually to beat the civilians. Yeah. So when I was a corrupt new army, so they ordered me to go and beat a man who was about 50 years old. So they ordered me to go and beat him because he's not telling the truth. Yeah, they ordered me and I beat him. But for good luck, he is not dead. They say that for them, they are using the power from God. And then they said God is the one who is leading them. The Holy Spirit is the one leading them. So all what they do, it is the order from the Holy Spirit. But when I was there, I had never seen any sign of Holy Spirit from there. Yes. Because Holy Spirit does not order to kill people.
The first time they came in the evening, they started to cut the door with pangas. And those who are not aware that they are on the way coming, they killed them. They were using panga, even cutting other people with panga, shooting them with others with guns.
There was no reason why they killed them?
There is no reasons. They were wanted to kill my baby when she was still a young baby. She's called Lana. They were wanted to kill her.
Why?
I don't know. I told them, if you kill my child here, you are going to answer in heaven. This is the grave of our sister.
What happened here?
Was killed by rebels. My sister, when she was running, they got her in the bush. They killed her. She was making 22 years old. They killed so many people. Some, I don't know their names. Like I know Susan, I know Jimmy, I know Lucy, I know Grace, I know Amina, I know Esther. And I know Richard. I know Santo, the owner of that house.
there's a lot of things I've seen from there. And then mistreating, and then cutting of the breast of males, of females, and then cutting some parts, some of here and of people, and then a lot of beating. They may beat you, leaving you when you are conscious. So there's a lot of things happen from there.
Did they make you do those things?
Yes, they can order you to do something, but they can order you to do it, but you cannot refuse. Because if you refuse, they will kill you.
I was seeing that there was nothing profitable in this war. So I felt if I'm to die, at least I should die at home where my mother would see that really this is my son, and my son has already died, and she'd be my mother to bury me instead of dying in captivity in the bush where my body would be eaten by animals.
Have you told your mother about having to kill your brother?
About my mother.
Well, I did not tell my mother, and I have not yet told my mother because I fear what she will say. What is it that they are going to say when I tell them about what I did? I went to my grandmother and told her. She is now very old and she cannot walk. I told her, and to us she told me that I should not worry about that loss to her. She thought maybe all of us were killed already, and since God helped me to come back home, I should not worry about the other one who died, and in any case I did not do it willingly. But I was also forced to kill him, so I should not now think about my late brother. But my own mother, I have not yet told her. What can I say about the rebels and the bitterness I have with them, forcing me to kill my own brother and also making me to miss education? Because really, if my brother had gone to school, I believe he would be somebody better in the future, and would even be somebody important in the government. And even now, I do not go to school because of the rebels, and that one really, it makes me so bitter with them.
The number of children who passed through this center, the estimate is over 15,000 children went through this center, only this center. The child could have been abducted when he was 9 years old, but now here he's coming back home when he's 25 or 30, meaning that most of the time, most of his lifetime is spent in captivity. So we see that really they have challenges in coping up with life in the community. And what is normally done to brainwash them while in captivity, they are just told that don't go back. If you go back, they are going to kill you. Reconciliation. Forgiveness is really a very good topic, and as we do forgiveness, the community should also be sensitized on forgiveness, because not everybody in the community has already forgiven them, the rebels. The others who are still very bitter with the rebels, even those who have already returned back into the community, there are other community members who are still bitter with them, because they see that now my child is not back, and for you, you are back at home. My child died from captivity, and now for you, you are still back at home. So they still find it really very hard to forgive. There are very few cases, but there are others who are still bitter with these children when they come back from captivity.
I have apologized to myself for having participated in doing wrong thing with those people or with the rebels. So I'm still apologizing to all the people which the rebel have done something wrong or maybe destroyed their property. It was not intentionally to do it, but it was a force from the commander of Joseph Conch.
Yes, I want to go back home.
I have forgiven myself, and actually I prayed again as to that, and asked God to forgive me for what has happened. And I feel God has forgiven me, and I've also forgiven myself. I feel that they should also be forgiven when they come back home, because like a child, you might be doing something and you don't know what you're doing is wrong. So it's your mother to tell you that stuff, what you're doing is not right. And in the same way, perhaps, maybe what the rebels are doing. They are not aware that it is wrong, so when they come back, they should also be forgiven.
This is my story.